We live in a world where social media, family, work, even everyday life can leave us feeling filtered. But when the mics turn on, the unfiltered truth comes alive. We share stories, real struggles, and real laughs as three women navigating life's messy but beautiful moments together, one conversation at a time. Hi, welcome to the chat, Life Unfiltered. I'm your host, Grace, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Gina and Pam. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Hi, ladies.
How was your day?
It was good. It was really good. Very sunny here in Florida. Hot, but sunny. So I'll take it.
Well, mine was very hectic. Not good or
Okay.
bad, but just very hectic. Had a lot of things to get done. So in getting ready for tonight, I put on some music and I was instantly transformed. A calm came over me that I was able to focus and get everything I needed to do together for tonight. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Yes.
All the time. I love music. What type of music did you play?
I just put on whatever my pop tunes are.
Oh,
and
pop. Okay, that's
a lot
what
of the
I'm saying.
70s old pop stuff comes on. It just puts me in that mood.
Mhm.
But what I realized when I was listening to it, it wasn't so much the lyrics or the exact music going through my ear. It was the vibration that I was feeling.
Yes.
And that feeling is so healing to me. And that brings me to our guest tonight, who is the master of healing. He's a sound bowl healer. He goes by the name Z, the sound healing dad. His name is Zakieem. And he's also a devoted husband and owner of Collier Luxury Company. And what I love is what he gave me as his mission statement. And I want to read it because I want to make sure I get it right. My mission statement is to help 100,000 souls find inner peace using natural, holistic tools. I thought that was amazing. And I can't wait to hear more about his
Yes.
sound healing business.
That's very cool.
So
very
let's not wait any longer. Let's
No,
invite him in.
Okay. Yay.
Sounds great.
Hi, Zakeem. Welcome. We are so
Hello.
honored and blessed to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful that you're having me as your first guest. That's very, very special. And I love you. I only got to meet two of you, but I love your energy. So I was excited to have this conversation.
And we loved yours as
Yay.
well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
I
before
love
we
your
brought
mission.
you out,
Sorry.
I'm
No,
sorry,
I just
go
wanted to say Grace just read your mission statement. That's beautiful.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely
Phenomenal.
beautiful.
And
Thank
that's what I was going to say. I just read your bio to my co-hosts and to our listeners, and that was my favorite part, your mission statement. So I gave them a little background of who you are and what you do, but I would like to know the story of how this all began, how this
All right.
spiritual journey with sound healing began for you.
All right, so let's dive right in. So
Sure.
back in
Okay.
2015, I began meditating with a guided app. I think it's called the Headspace app. And I started doing simple 5 to 10 minute meditations. I was in the corporate world back then, so a lot of hustle and bustle and stress and anxiety on me. So needed something to balance that out. So I started with those guided meditations, and as the years went on, I started to study what meditating was about because I started feeling the effects of it. I felt calmer, I felt more peaceful, I felt like I can cope with, the day-to-day things that I was battling with, right? Um, so then as the years went on, I started learning about hand mudras and what each chakra is and where the energy centers are in our bodies and what some of the symptoms are when they're off balance. So I started noticing, yeah, that matches up with how I feel and things
Mhm.
like that. And then I started learning the chants and the and going outside and meditating by the beach and by the water and
And nature, yeah.
yes, and in the
My
sun and
favorite.
yes, me too, me too. And then the last piece for me, my wife and I went to Cambodia well, actually we went to Cambodia, Bali, and Thailand for our honeymoon.
Oh,
It
that
was,
sounds amazing.
it was the best 3 weeks of my life.
Yeah.
And when we were in Cambodia, we arrived and they had a nice welcome dinner or lunch for us. And there was someone playing they were doing a traditional Cambodian dance and somebody was playing the sound bowls in the background.
Mm.
And at this point, I didn't know what they were. and they sounded like gongs to
Oh
me.
my
And I just
God.
remember telling my wife how peaceful I felt in that moment. And I went and approached the man who was playing them. And, every day I was there, he answered every question I had about them. So fast forward a couple of years later, I ordered my own set and
Mm,
I was using them for personal use at first. I had no intentions of, starting a business or sharing this with other people, right? I just needed it to help me sleep better at the time, right?
right.
And I started doing sound baths for my parents and my siblings and
Amazing.
my wife, my kids, and it was working so well that they said you should share this with people, and the rest is history.
I
Oh
have
my
a question
God.
about that. I want to ask you when you said you started practicing at home, did you feel natural inclination or was it something like when you pick up any instrument and you have to train yourself? Because I have a question that I want to ask you. So when you pick out a sound bowl,
Uh-huh.
do you feel like when you lift it and you're ready to play that you feel the energy of the bowl or does the bowl take on your energy?
I feel like the bowl's lead. I'm just the instrument
Okay.
dude, and I'm connected to the Most High, and I have the bowl in my hand, and the signal's just going through me, right? So
You instantly
Amazing.
felt that connection when you picked them up.
instantly. So, and
Wow.
I have a music background because my dad is a percussionist. So since
Hmm.
Mhm.
first, second grade, I've been playing the drums and all the instruments he had laying around the house that I was allowed to touch.
I love it.
Yeah.
Got
And
to give you some credit here, right?
yes, yes, for sure. So
Absolutely.
that musical ear is already in there in the genes, right? And then
Hmm.
um like I said, it's kind of like a trance. Something just takes over and I lead with whatever vibrations. And I play differently depending on who the audience is because
Okay.
certain people need different frequencies, right?
Hmm.
I don't know what those are, but sometimes I'm just guided to
Oh.
place the bowls in different places
Mhm.
and play certain frequencies, and it really it's never the same for me.
Right.
Never the
Right.
same.
So
Yeah,
you pick up the
Uh,
energy of the room once you get there and you are called to
absolutely,
pick up certain bowls and um
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
because I mean me and Gina experienced the sound healing event with you and it was
yeah.
absolutely amazing. And
Thank you.
I'm getting what you're saying because I felt like you knew exactly what I needed
That's
at
mhm.
that
awesome. I'm
moment. It
so
was just
glad to hear that because in the
yeah.
moment it feels like I'm winging it. I know that I want to play every bowl so that
Mhm.
everyone can experience every frequency,
Hmm.
but as far as when I come close to you and I let you feel the vibrations of the bowl up close. We have seven energy centers, and some of them are out of balance, and I don't know which one is for every person. So, like I said, I'm just guided to hold the bowl at a specific place and let it refill or take away whatever needs to be taken from that specific energy portal.
So at that event, when you did that, you walked around and asked if we were all comfortable.
Mhm.
If somebody was not, then you would just use a different bowl when you were going to walk past them, or
Yes,
you just
and
change out the whole
I
bowl
would
for.
just I would stay a little bit further from them when
Okay,
I have
okay.
the bowls that are in that frequency range because some people just don't respond well to the lower tones, some people
Mm-hmm.
don't respond well to the higher tones. So again, it's different for every single client. I just really feel out the situation. I always test and ask those questions
Mm-hmm.
previously to prior to let them know, like, I'm going to come close to you with the bowls. This is how they sound up close. How does that make you feel? And then we go from there.
I
Um,
mean, ladies, I have a million questions, so jump in with yours if
Yeah.
you have any, because I'll just keep going.
okay.
So
Go
when
ahead,
you
Pam.
talk about, the different frequencies, one of the questions that I had um, was, at the very beginning, a question was asked about people's general health. Example being, does anyone have a pacemaker? Is anyone pregnant? Um, and that really raised my curiosity because I'm a bit curious as to why those questions are asked and what benefit or opposite effect might that have on someone with somebody is something like a pacemaker or being pregnant.
Mhm.
Can you educate us on that a little bit?
For sure. And that's a great question. I'm trying. So the first thing I always ask is, has anyone had surgery and do they have any screws or any kind of metal in their
Any
body.
metal.
Mm.
And the reason I ask that is because the bowl's frequency, especially the bigger ones, they can vibrate those screws that are inside and reset them and misalign them, right? So we
Wow.
definitely don't want that to
Mm.
happen.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the vibration is so strong. You can feel it. For me,
Mm.
I can feel it in my blood. I can feel it like interior, inside of my body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
so being that the frequencies are that strong, we want to make sure we're not misaligning any surgeries or things like that. And then with a pacemaker, again, the same thing. The frequency is so strong, one little delay or anything in that timer, is set to a specific time, and the bowls and the frequency can throw off that time, which can again really be
So
serious.
do you suggest somebody with a pacemaker that this is contraindicated for it, or you would just use a different frequency?
I would I would personally, I don't think it would be worth it for them
Okay.
Yeah.
to risk it, you
That's so
know?
interesting, though. That's pretty
And I would
amazing.
say
Yeah.
like stay 100 yards away from certain bowls.
You don't want to mess
Right.
around with
Go,
someone's pacemaker.
yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere near close to
Yeah,
them
yeah.
because I just don't want any complications to be the
Hmm.
result.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, so I wasn't at the event. So you did it like you walked around, everyone was in a circle? Is that how you did it?
So everyone was laid out. They had yoga mats. They had
Oh, they were on the
blankets.
ground.
They had
Okay.
eye covers for some people.
Okay.
And I walk around and I put the bowls a couple of inches away from everyone's body, and I start from the head and do like a body scan all the way down to your feet. And again, wherever I feel that bowl drawn to, I'll let it ring out and sing over that one specific area, and then finish off with another body scan and then move on to the next person. I do that with all 7 bowls to realign and to recharge all of those chakras.
Hmm. And
Wow.
how often do you think it would be beneficial for someone to experience a sound healing?
Personally, I would say every day. So
Oh, really?
in
Okay.
my house, we do it every single day.
Oh, neat.
Um, and it's really just a personal, it's hard to make time. We live in a society where we have to be pulled, we're being pulled in 100 different directions all the
Mhm.
time. We have emails to send out, we have calls to make for our loved ones, we have texts to answer, so many things, right?
Yeah.
Um, so as often as possible, I would say, because it really is, it's not too often that we do things physically that are going to restore and recharge our bodies at
Mhm.
the cellular level, like sound
Yes.
does. So, yes, we
Hmm.
go to the gym, we get our hair done, we get haircuts, right? We'll go get our teeth whitened, we'll do all these things, but are those things going to give us more longevity? Not really, not
No.
Right.
necessarily.
Right.
They'll make
Right.
us feel great and they'll bring us joy in the moment, which is also important. But as far as longevity and health goes, this is something that's in a different realm and in a different space.
Yeah, and I agree because before you came on and joined us, we were talking about how music affects our mood, whether it lifts it
Absolutely.
or brings it down. And I said it's not only about listening; it's the vibration we feel in our bodies is so
Right.
Yes.
healing, and that's what I was so drawn to about what you did because it's what we felt, not
Yeah.
so much about what we heard, but what we felt. And I think I expressed to you how I felt my crown chakra just was just elevating and was tingling my whole head. I
Wow.
don't know what bowl that was when you used it, but are there specific bowls
That
that
was that was this little guy right here. Boop.
are okay?
Yeah.
So is that meant for the crown, or everybody
Yeah.
will feel it in a different place?
That is actually um tuned
Okay.
to
Okay.
affect the crown.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Mhm.
Hopefully you felt a little tingling in your
Oh, a
head.
lot of
So
tingling.
Wow.
it's loosening any
Yep.
stagnation that's up there
Hmm.
and just opening up so that you are more in tune with because our crown is our antenna, right? Our
Yep.
hair is our antenna. So
Hmm.
if we do have if you have an antenna that's bent or broken, you won't get the best signal. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
very,
true.
very important to realign and retune that. And if you have anything stuck, to let it go so that you can
Right.
flow.
Right. It
know?
was a beautiful release. And I instantly felt more connection to source. And then I had told you to you.
That's amazing.
Energy was just so beautiful that I just felt it simultaneously up and out towards him. It was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really
I love
amazing.
hearing feedback like that. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
so Z, I have this, but this is to another bell. But do you go like this around the bowl?
I do.
Okay, that's how you do. Okay.
So for
So I
these
have-
bowls, you can either hit them like a gong, like tap them with the mallet,
Right.
or you can make them sing like you would a crystal bowl. And the
Right.
singing just makes a nice drawn out
Yes,
long
that's what I
note.
do. Yes.
And
Okay.
and the gong, when you hit it like a gong, it starts with a, kind of like a high overtone and kind of fades out. as it-
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I do have one. So
Awesome.
I never even thought till Gina said it. So do it on a daily basis, huh?
Absolutely.
Sure, like you listen to music, why not, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sit it on your body. I like to sit mine on my chest, on my stomach.
Oh,
If
great.
you have any pain on your hips, anything, you can
Wherever
sit
the
it on
actual
your
pain
body.
is, sit the
Yes.
bowl. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Similar, we were just talking earlier today about the tuning forks,
Mhm.
how they're good to just
Yes.
put right on their pain points.
Absolutely.
And I'm so interested in the bowls, but I don't think I'm musically inclined to do them. I've tried, so I don't think it's my calling. But
It's all right. You know a guy now, so it's
yes, I know a
that's
guy
right.
exactly, and I'm so
Yeah.
happy that I do.
awesome.
So can I ask a question? So
Sure.
see, because I'm so excited now.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought this many years ago in Woodstock. Okay,
Oh,
and I
cool.
use it with this mallet. Okay, I know.
Cool.
But this
is
right
that?
here, and then I take this and I just hit the middle of it. But
Can I hear it? Can I hear
Yeah,
it?
Sure.
hit it, Pam, so we can hear it.
I'm
You
going
got to put it near the mic, yeah.
That's cool. Wow. And did you see how her eyes went
Yeah.
up and she kind of had like she just smelled mint, fresh peppermint or something? Like
Mm.
that's the
Yeah, it
that's
still
the
goes.
feeling that is just
Yeah,
indescribable.
yeah.
Yes,
Do you
beautiful.
see how it goes
Still going.
still
Yeah.
going?
Now, I had a
Okay.
question about that. I think I
Yeah,
asked you,
about
Pam. I'm going to ask you, Z. Does the vibration stay longer, shorter, depending on the person that you're using it on, or is the vibration of the tool itself and it has nothing to do with the person's energy you're working on?
Great question. For me personally, I would say that it depends on the tool you're using. So I have
Okay.
several mallets. I have like 3 wooden mallets, and then I have 3 gong, the fuzzy tipped, like a gong
Okay. Yes.
stick, I'll call it. And then the largest one makes the longest tone because it's so, it's heavy. It's not as padded. So when I hit it with that one makes like a long, drawn out, maybe 2 minutes, right? And then if I use the mallet, which is a wooden stick, if I use that, it's usually quicker and it gives it a higher tone because there's less padding, there's less
Okay.
force behind it because you just kind of tap it with that one. So
And what circumstances are you called to use that big gong? Or because that sounds like, whoa, like when
like
would
to
you be
start-
called to use that?
for me personally, I love to start out with that because
That one's like, hey, everybody, wake up.
yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've been it's funny you say that, right? So the first group sound bath I did was for kids, and it was at the Haverstraw King's Daughters Library, right? And they're having all of these kids play with sensory toys, and I'm just walking around with the gong, with the bells, with the bowls, and I'm, just hitting them and walking close to the kids. And there's about 50 people in this huge room. The kids are laughing and playing. There's water there. They're splashing. They're doing everything. As soon as I hit the biggest bowl, the whole room went silent at the same time. It was so powerful. And that was the first time I was I was taken aback. I was like, whoa.
You're right.
I bet you all the
Really
teachers said, let me
powerful.
borrow that once in a while.
Yeah.
The moms were saying that. So I
Yes.
had a few parents come up saying, wherever you got these from, please let me know. And
I want one.
yeah. And they
Oh,
want
that's
one.
great.
But it's very powerful, and it's just, again, indescribable until you feel that frequency, until you feel the vibration and hear it, and it's kind of like a reset for our bodies and our mind.
Hmm.
The only way to know about it is to feel it.
Yeah, it's experiencing.
You sound not, I don't want to say crazy, but for lack of a better word, you sound crazy trying to describe what you're feeling once you hear that sound.
Yes. And we're used to crazy, believe me.
Yeah.
As Reiki master, we're used to people thinking we're crazy. So nothing sounds strange to us.
I hear
But
you.
I'm glad you brought up the story about doing the sound healing with the children, because that was one of the first experiences I had with learning about you, seeing you on Instagram,
Wow.
posting something you did with the children
Wow.
and the way you went around them. And I just said, this is amazing. And they were just so peaceful
Yeah.
and so calm. And I think I probably spoke to the ladies about it, saying, I never would think to do an event around children, but it was just remarkable. I just thought it was wonderful.
And I wouldn't have either. And I thank my children for that, right? Because
Yeah.
if I didn't experiment and see the effect that it had on them, it would have never crossed my mind to offer this for children.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
They need it the most.
Yes, you're
Now
right.
my son is 5, but at the time when I got them, he was just turning 3. And it was to the point, I remember one time he fell, he scraped his knee and his elbow, and he was crying. It was right before bed, so he was kind of sad. And he said, "Daddy, I need a sound bath." So
I love it.
we set up a pillow on the floor for him. My wife and I were,
Great.
playing the bowls for him, and he was out like a light.
Oh, that's
Now,
beautiful.
do you find it calms the children? Meaning, if they have very rambunctious personalities, that you can calm them,
Absolutely.
like the end of day. All right, I'm gonna have to learn how to play one for my grandson.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to teach me.
It's all right. I saw you join my mailing list, so when I go to different schools and libraries, you bring him out, and he's more than.
Wow.
Oh, I
more than
love
welcome.
that.
Oh,
I would
that's
love that.
great.
That would be amazing for him. Yeah.
And
Okay,
go ahead.
so Z, with that said, then taking them out, is there a certain way to like go around it? Is there
Yes. So
an angle or?
no, it's not. It's less about the angle, more about the pressure and keeping the mallet pressed against the bowl and going very
Consistently.
slow. Yes,
Okay.
very slow. Have you ever made a crystal glass thing with your finger?
Yes.
What-
Yes.
Yep.
You know how you have to go really slow, or else
slow.
it kind of skips.
Oh, you'll lose it. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Okay.
same thing with the bowl. It's the same exact thing.
Right.
And I told my mom, I let her know that it reminded me, because she's the one who taught me how to do that around the rim of a glass when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I said I always think of you when I do that.
Oh wow.
Right.
Thanks for showing
He's
me.
getting you ready.
Yeah,
Wow.
for sure.
That's really cool.
So I know you had mentioned during the sound bath event that Grace and I participated in that, one of your favorite spots to be is, on the waterfront near the water.
Absolutely.
And so, that's something that you and your family enjoy. Do you take the sound healing bowls with you on occasion to kind of enhance that whole experience, bringing in not only the sounds but the water element?
Absolutely, yes. So
Awesome. Yeah.
especially the first week I got these bowls, I just left them in my car because I bring my family to the water every single day. That's our reset. We all take our shoes off, we ground in the sand, we listen to the waves. My son is skipping rocks, my daughter's dancing. She likes to dance with the water like Moana's grandma, right?
Oh,
And
my goodness.
my sons, they're fishing or whatever. They're sword fighting with sticks and building little teepees. It's amazing, right? So
Beautiful.
Great.
That's beautiful.
since
Right.
we do that every day,
Adopt me. I'll come.
We have to
You are
follow
welcome
around to all these
anytime.
events.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes.
That's brilliant. As parents, I'm going to say that's
Yeah,
brilliant
it
way
is.
to raise your children. So kudos to you on a separate level. Oh my
Absolutely, I
goodness.
agree. I agree.
Thank you so much. And it really works because before we go, especially the older ones, right? Because we have 4 children, ages ranging from 13 down to 5, right? The
Mhm.
5-year-old, he's like, whatever mommy and daddy want to do, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah.
But the older ones, they're getting cool now, so they're like, I don't want to go, I want to, whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end of it, everyone is calmer, everybody's more peaceful, everybody just resets. So
It's just beautiful. It's
yes,
just beautiful.
I think the best medicine is definitely in nature, and if you need to just calm down, go to nature.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
So do you incorporate anything else with the sound bowls? Like I met your mom and dad who were phenomenal at your event, and your dad was funny to say, oh, at least it's not with those stones or rocks or whatever he said. And I think he meant crystals.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I found very funny because a lot of men around us will refer to them as rocks. And
Yes, for sure.
yeah. So,
For sure.
so do you incorporate that in any of your healing sessions?
So I'm not sure if you saw, but I was actually
He had them.
surrounded by crystals and what's called organite, right? And this
Okay.
just, for me, I don't know which crystal does what and, specifically where to put them. All I know is I'm trying to raise the frequency, and I know
Mm.
that rocks and crystals and stones,
Rocks.
things like
Rocks.
that, they have
They
frequency,
do.
they have
They
Wow.
do.
buzz, they have energy,
That's
right?
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
did notice them sitting around like your semicircle
Yeah,
Mhm.
in some form of alignment
yeah,
with the bowls.
absolutely.
And I was trying to I'm like, oh, I wish I knew which one that was and what it does. And
You would have to speak to my wife because that's her collection. I
Uh-huh.
I
me.
honestly
I'd like
borrow
to speak
it
to
and
your wife then.
I
I didn't
bring
know
it.
that she was the crystal connoisseur. We're gonna have to get
Ah,
together.
And
Yeah.
so
those pyramids that you saw around me, my wife
yes.
made those.
Okay,
Oh
so go
wow,
get
beautiful.
another chair, slide over.
We'll have her
If
next time.
Yeah,
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 you can have.
yeah.
She would love. She has her own business as well. She would love to talk to
Oh,
you.
that's
Oh
great.
my
Good
Oh,
God.
to
that's
Well,
wonderful.
know.
we're all about crystals here too,
Yeah.
so that would be
Yes.
another
If you
fascinating
start
episode.
that conversation, clear your schedule. She'll talk all day with you about crystals and
So can
organite,
Oh,
we.
conductive metals and all that good
Oh
stuff.
Oh
my God, I
wow.
oh,
love that. I love
I
that.
love it.
And did you
Wow.
guys find each other's interests? Like, did you find this together? I mean, or did she always interested in crystals and then sound bowls, and you kind of came together on it?
That's an amazing question. My wife
Yeah,
is
because
not.
I'm thinking, wow, what
Yeah,
couple is this that has all this
seriously.
healing
You
going
know
on
what's
together?
And do
funny?
you have a brother?
I don't. I always wanted a brother. I don't
Ah,
have one.
darn it. Does
Um,
she?
oh yeah, they're married. I'm
All
sorry.
right, never mind. Okay.
Um, but I'm sorry. She made me laugh, and I forgot the question. What was I
About
Did you
about to
guys
say?
have
meeting.
Oh
these
yes,
same
yes.
interests separately, or did you come to it together while you were
So
together?
when we connected, we were nowhere near the people we are today. So we connected, we grew with each other. We're going through this journey, and we just celebrated our 6 year marriage, right?
Oh, congratulations.
And we just
Yes.
looked, thank you. And we looked back and said, wow, we grew so much after we found each other. I don't know if I'd be the person I am if I didn't encounter you
That's
because
beautiful.
before I
Right?
met her, I was in the rat race. I was on that hamster wheel, money, 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 right? My
Yeah.
kids are in my daughter at the time, she's in daycare only. Um, so it's just totally the opposite of what
Mm.
of how we're living right now, our mindset right now,
Mm.
because it
Yeah.
was all about the almighty dollar back then.
That's
But
Can you
right.
talk a little bit about that transition? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking.
sure.
I'm in the corporate world for many years. I'm not going to reveal how many,
Mhm.
um, but a very long
I say
time.
I say about four.
I'll reveal it.
Yeah,
No.
four exactly. I'm just starting out, but
Fresh
but
out of college.
yep, fresh out kindergarten.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
no, in all seriousness, you mentioned something earlier that you were part of the corporate environment and you started to delve into meditations and things like that to kind of ground yourself and give yourself that calm and peace as you're dealing with all of that, corporate expectations and pressures that are put on, us as employees. Can
Mhm.
you share with us a little insight as to what that journey was like for you?
Sure. So like I said, I started in 2008, right? And
Mhm.
I've always been in executive accounts, and I worked for Fortune 500 companies and all this good stuff. So like you were speaking to, pressure, very high, performance based,
Mhm.
going to bed thinking about did I send out that email to this person or did I set that meeting or just
Yep.
constantly on the go, right? And had the work BlackBerry and all, which I call the digital leash, right? So they're hitting you up at midnight. Hey, sorry, it's an emergency, but we need this by this time. And I'm pulling out my laptop at all hours just to
Mhm.
meet those
Mm.
demands.
Yep.
And after about 10 years of that, or 8 years of that, I just felt ragged. I'm like, how am I going to make it to 65 doing this? Like, because this is draining me every single day. So I didn't have the answer. I just knew that what I was feeling. And one of my last resorts, I don't know what made me download this app. I don't know. I don't remember what brought me to meditation, but I would say it came to me, right? Because I
Mhm.
didn't go looking for it. I didn't believe it was effectful,
Hmm.
effective, I'm sorry, or
Mhm.
useful. So it came to me. I tried it, and at first I didn't feel anything. So then I tried it again, and after a week of it, I started to feel that serenity. So once I started feeling that, and it started to make me view my job differently because I realized a lot of the stress and a lot of the drained energy I'm feeling is from my job. So I spoke to my manager, let him know where I am, and I'm not in a position. My daughter's at the time, she's 2 now, so she's getting bigger. I'm missing so many things because I'm with my work family so often, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said I don't want to travel around all the 5 boroughs as much anymore. I don't want to come into the office as often as I do, things like that. Um, and that was the beginning of it for me, just drifting away from that headspace. Like I need this in order to survive and provide for my family. And then I started to get into an entrepreneurial mindset. Started my first business around 2016 maybe or
Mm-hmm.
17.
Mm-hmm.
And it just snowballed and I got more confidence. I built my client list, I built my clientele, and things are going well. So my wife and I had a discussion and it made sense for, especially with the new baby coming and, COVID happened and all these things. So
Yeah.
that really was the scale back. Once I realized the world can shut down like this and your job
Mm.
can be gone in a snap of a finger, then
Mm.
Mm.
that was the last straw for me to, that's when my wife and I made that decision of I'll stay home. I'm gonna build this business. I'll watch our son. I'll homeschool him. I'll do all that good stuff. And it's been 5 years later. It's blossomed into what you see today.
That's an
That's
amazing
remarkable in
That
five
story.
years.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, can I
I
ask a
could
question?
not do that without my wife. I don't, like,
Right.
again, I'd still
I love
be
that.
on that hamster wheel with the cheese right here,
I know.
running my heart out, running
I
my heart out,
know.
because I thought that was the only way.
Right, right.
Okay,
Well,
so
and
Okay.
society dictates that in to a certain degree. In terms of expectations when you're in when you're in high school, what do you want to do? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to be doing this, maybe I'm supposed to be doing that. So we kind of like back into certain things, whether it's college, whether it's a trade school, but there's like that certain path or expected path people, you know, um, are to follow.
Yeah.
And you sharing your story, and I appreciate that, especially coming from a corporate background myself. It's so beautiful to hear how you took control of that pen, you took control of that journal, and you just started to formulate it and make it work for you. So my hat's off to you.
Thank
I
you.
mean, congratulations.
And it wasn't easy. Again, with
No, it's
having
not an
kids,
easy journey.
family, and all that good stuff, it was not easy at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind
I
of
just have
like,
to take a leap of faith.
yes,
Exactly. And it's
exactly.
it's what you felt inside was right for you and your family. So you
Hmm.
trusted that the path would open for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, my diploma's still there, my bachelor's is still there, so
Yeah.
the jobs will always be there waiting.
Right,
so
Right.
exactly. Good
so
for you.
Dee, let me just piggyback that.
Sure.
Do you ever have a desire to maybe tap into corporate? Because I know, like, it's so easy for us to, form a circle like you had and have people just naturally come who are spiritual and want to come. But those who don't know this will obviously not come to you. But maybe tap into go into some of these
Oh, you
corporate.
mean doing an event at a corporate
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I actually
Right,
did.
or
So
introduce
atmosphere?
and
Sure.
show you
They
tell
have
your
them
story,
today.
share your story, and
Yeah.
how it's affected and helped you in so many ways. There's other people who are so afraid to ever
for sure.
maybe
And
tap
and
into that.
that's a great question. And that didn't dawn on me until about, I would say, 3 months ago. And I had my first corporate team of, well, I had two of them this summer. But
Nice.
basically the manager of this team wanted to give back to his team. So
Oh,
we all had a group sound bath session together. And those are the kind of people that who I was maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You're not crystals, they're rocks. You're just hitting a bowl. It sounds like a
Love
bell. Like
it.
you're just hitting a bell. It's not doing
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to hear the feedback from those
Oh,
kinds of people where
yes.
they're
Yep.
speaking our language by the end of the session, is
See,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell me some of that feedback, because that was one of my questions I wanted to ask you, because I explained to you what I experienced. What are some other things people have told you that they've experienced?
I've had people say that so the one that sticks out the most, this wasn't a corporate event, but I did a group sound bath and it was with hammocks. So people were hanging and
Mm.
resting the whole time, right, from the ceiling.
oh,
And
Hmm.
one woman, she had numbness in both of her thighs, on her outer thighs. So and she was touching her thighs. She said, I couldn't feel any of this when I came in here. And when I went near her with the bowls, she said she felt kind of a shock or like a lightning kind of
Mm.
feeling going down her legs, right? And she said she had feeling in her left leg by the end. She said the right one was still numb, but she can feel
Mm.
herself touching her skin now on her.
oh,
Wow. Because that vibration went through her nerve endings. I mean,
Yeah.
it just goes through your whole body. So,
wow.
Absolutely. And it reconnects. So what it does, if there are
Mhm.
disconnects in our body, which happens often, right?
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
can reconnect it. So on a cellular level, one of the benefits of sound bath healing is restructuring our cells and putting them back to the
Yes.
the most efficient build, which
Yeah.
is the way that God created it, right? So
Yes.
water has
Yeah.
H2O, and one of them is out of structure. It's not going to be living water until you put it back in structure. So
Right.
Wow.
it's
It
awesome.
makes so much sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Ah, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is so cool.
Wow. So, known as the sound healing dad, do your children talk to their friends about you, or is that still like, I don't
Oh, they do. My
they
kids,
do?
I love them so much. They big me up everywhere they go. They think I'm so
Oh.
cool, which I don't.
Love
I
it.
love
You
that.
Yeah.
That's
are, because you
wonderful.
are.
And my son, he helps me. So he's helped me with some of the ones in the libraries and the elementary schools.
That's
He's right
great.
there teaching the kids how to, no, you hold it like this and hold your hand like a
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
pancake.
great.
So
wonderful.
he's coaching the kids. And my daughter, I went to her school and she came and greeted me at her school door and showed me to all of her friends. And
That's wonderful.
yeah,
Love
Wow.
they love it.
that.
Yeah,
They're my
because I experienced that with my grandchildren because they are younger, but my children,
yes.
no, they're my
Yeah, I
children.
know.
So they're like,
I didn't know
nope, I
your
don't believe in
children were
anything, but my
siblings
grandchildren
until.
absorb it all.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't. I didn't
right.
know you. I didn't know your children. I went to high school with both of your son and your daughter,
Right, that we
Victoria,
discussed.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I didn't know they were siblings until like the third year of high school. When I've known Victoria since elementary school, and
Well,
I
you
met.
told the perfect story how they could be in the same room and look the other way like they don't know each
Absolutely.
other. It's so true.
That's
That
so.
was,
And
I
I
was like,
asked
yeah, he knows my
Victoria.
kids.
I'm like, all this time I'm playing basketball with your brother. We're in the same class. You didn't even mention that that's your brother.
That's
She's like,
great.
I don't
So,
have a brother.
That's a
so
funny
see,
story.
I heard you say that you went into your daughter's school. So schools now are incorporating this?
Absolutely, yes. So,
Yes.
well, it was for a career day. So I was
Yeah.
teaching them
Oh,
about,
okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
teaching them about it, but for at Theo's Elementary,
Hmm.
that was Haverstraw Elementary, they actually invited me out as a guest for the PTA meetings, and they
Oh.
had so many kids
Okay.
come through, and
Mm-hmm.
especially Theo's Elementary, they set it up so beautifully where I had the whole library to myself and they dimmed the lights. And
Wow.
every 15 minutes, they made an announcement. The next group can go in to see the sound healing that. And it was just
That was
beautiful.
great.
Oh, that's
I actually
wonderful.
heard about that event after you did it, and I was
Oh,
a little
wow.
upset with my daughter-in-laws that they
Ah,
weren't, up to date on what was going on because I would have tried to sneak in and just be part of it.
of course. Yeah.
I have
Wow,
a few
that's
friends that work at Deals, so
Nice.
but yeah, I thought that was
that's
amazing when I heard you were at the school, and then I didn't know you went to all the elementary schools.
I
That's
did. So my next goal is to work my way around the county and start to expand now.
Oh,
I
wow.
figured out my flow. I figured out what I love to do, and I figured
yeah,
out, uh, I can do a 1 hour session, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing too long of a session, things like that. So
yeah,
got my
yeah.
rhythm down. Now it's just about spreading the word.
You absolutely
that's
do, and you're off to more than a beautiful start. I think
Thank
you're
you.
past the start,
I
Thank
think
you.
but
so too.
yeah, it's just amazing everything you've accomplished so
Thank you.
far from when you started doing this. It's just great.
and
Hearing
that
feedback like Grace and Gina gave me, what was that, 2 weeks ago or last weekend?
Last week.
I know I'm past the start. Even if I thought
You
about,
absolutely are. You
Yeah.
absolutely
if
are.
I thought about
Beautiful.
pulling back now, I don't think my spirit would let
Oh
me.
no,
So,
that mission
Run.
statement. That
Yeah.
mission statement.
Yes,
You will be
absolutely.
touching that many people.
you.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
then
you.
Yeah.
some.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And what you said
This world
earlier
needs it.
about that, it was the bowls to speak to you. I thought of that saying, "What you're seeking seeks you," and I feel like internally you knew that's what you're meant to be, but until those bowls were put in your hand, it was like, okay, now I know.
Yes.
It's almost like you're born to do this. You're natural.
Yes.
We feel that beautiful energy.
Thank you. And it's funny because my mom made a comment at the event that you guys were at that I didn't even connect. And she said, when you were little, you always used to hit pots and pans and she said, I remember you always asking me if you can use my wine glass so you can, play the rim of the glass and putting different levels of water. And she's like, I let you
Oh,
because
wow.
you were quiet. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could have fun. So
And that was the
Wow.
start of it all.
it's always been there. Yeah.
And I love how you said like basically you're the conduit,
Mhm.
You're- because I've only like really attributed that with like Reiki.
With
Okay,
Reiki,
that's,
right. I've never
and
heard
to
someone
hear
say that
that
about
with the
healing.
sound, that's brilliant. That's exactly
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
all
because who am I to take credit? I
Right.
didn't. This is
no,
thousands of
exactly.
years
That's
old.
exactly how I feel.
This
Yes,
has been
as a
around
Reiki.
for thousands of years. So
Yes,
who am I to take credit for how I
that's it.
play?
That's
This
it.
is coming through me.
Amazing.
That's
It's not
it.
coming from me. Yes,
Yes.
Yep.
yes, for sure.
Do you ever feel that you have to clear your energy afterwards, or do you
Before and
feel
after.
before and after? Okay.
Yes.
See,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, when I'm done with Reiki, sometimes I'm on such a high that I don't
Mhm.
feel like I have to. I'm like
Awesome.
so excited and vibrating, like. But maybe I'm.
No, but that's true. Same. So especially like in groups, because there's so much energy to take on, I
Yeah,
do feel that high. But then when I get to my home, and I
yeah,
come and it kind of wears off and then I'm super tired. So
yes.
that's what was
Okay,
happening at first. So now I just clean my energy. I sage myself before and after
Good.
okay, great,
Yeah.
just
great.
to kind of I don't want it to be that extreme where I feel like I have to nap for the rest of the day
Right.
Right, yeah,
that I
no,
did a session, for
yeah.
1 hour.
Do you feel if you set an intention, whether you speak to angels or guides, I don't know what your beliefs are, but do you feel if you set an intention that you're protected walking in and out of all those different energy fields, that you're just automatically not going to absorb anything negative? Because
For
that's what I
sure.
believe.
For sure. And
Yeah.
personally, my intention is always to observe, not absorb, right?
Yes.
Oh, I like
That's my
that.
line.
Awesome. So
Yes, it's true.
I do want to be in tune and feel what you're feeling.
Mhm.
I just don't want to keep it with me. So,
Right.
Absolutely.
I always ask my ancestors I ask for protection every single day.
Good. Perfect.
I ask for
Yeah.
So
protection
true.
over my family, my home, myself. I'm the kind of guy I'm thanking the Most High for the trees and the
Yes.
ground and
Yeah.
energy around me and all that kind of water, everything. So
Yes.
I definitely know I'm protected for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And we're thanking everything around us for you tonight because you've been
Oh.
a phenomenal guest.
Thank you.
And we have learned so much from you. And I see those two little bowls behind you. Would you
Mhm.
be able to just give us a little bit of what
No,
you
would
do
you
on those
Of
bowls?
do it? I
course.
want to hear it.
Of course.
I didn't get to hear it.
They're only on display down here, so I do have to run and get my mallet. It'll take
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sure.
You got it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Wow.
So one of
Wonderful.
the
I could talk
things
to him all
that
night.
Z, touched upon was, the how his energy level raised and you know, and the calmness that, people might feel. I know for myself after the sound bath healing, I felt very calm. I felt very open,
Right.
actually.
Right.
Mm.
Kind of like, letting my guard down, so to speak.
Mhm.
And, I was in a good place. And then that Sunday, oh my gosh, my energy was off the charts. Like, not the energy
It
like,
was your
oh, I
birthday,
could,
honey.
well, but no,
That's true
no,
too.
Yes.
What were you out doing?
that-
Yeah.
but it wasn't like, oh, I have all this energy, I could like run a marathon. It was the vibration
Yes, positive.
was so
Yes.
Positive
high.
vibration.
And,
Yes.
You
and I really
cleared.
felt
You cleared.
positive. So
Yeah.
I'm just giving Pam and Grace some feedback on how I felt after the sound bath healing. And, how you said, your energy is very high. You feel a calmness, you feel very open, and that's exactly what I felt. I mean, the energy level from a vibration perspective was like off the charts the next day. And it actually filtered over into Monday, which, yeah, was a work day. But I was like literally so productive. I was just like banging everything out. And of course, Monday night I was exhausted. So, but it was all good. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You need to
And
get a
thank
bowl,
you.
Gina. Get a bowl.
Get a
Get a bowl.
bowl.
I gotta get a bowl.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
say that this one is the
Uh-huh.
one. So this is the crown chakra bowl, right? And
Okay.
Mm.
this one, if your crown chakra is blocked, you'll feel brain fog, you'll feel confusion, you'll feel, those kinds of things, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the highest frequency. This is the one I end the session with. And this is the one, Grace, where you said it had my head tingling and I just felt energy kind of bursting,
Woof.
right?
Yep.
Because, and I don't know if you remember at that point, I say, picture your crown opening and like
Yes.
Yes, you
light
did.
bursting out, like exploding and filling,
Hmm.
right? Because once we move that stagnation, that's the feeling of it. It's like,
It was
feel
amazing.
clear.
Amazing.
I feel different. I feel clear.
Yes.
I feel connected. And for me, I feel so in tune with my whole body from head to toe. Like I can just feel everything. Because, sometimes we
Exactly.
forget to feel our own bodies. Like
Right.
what's
And
going
that's
on.
the key word, feel, because we
Yeah.
talk so much about what we hear and what we speak about, but how often do we just go within and feel? And that's what
Yeah.
sound healing, dictates to me. Go feel the vibration. And I did. And it was just,
That's
I can't
amazing.
say it enough. It was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'll start with my favorite bowl for you,
Okay.
Okay.
which is the which is our root chakra bowl, right? This one's huge.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And this is the big thunderous one that I start off with. So I start off with my mallet, my gong mallet, and I don't have a mic, so hopefully it sounds good, but here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look, we have a visitor. This is my little helper.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome.
Do you know how to play? Do you know how to play singing bowl? Say it. Do you know how to play singing bowl? Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad told us that you do, that you're a great helper and that you're learning
Yeah.
to help him with his sound healing business.
Did you help Daddy at the library and teach the kids how to play the bowl?
Oh, that's
And you were
amazing.
teaching them too. So what are some of the things that you teach? Can you teach me a little bit?
What do you want to teach her about the bowl?
They can sing.
You could sing? Okay.
And
You could
anything
sing for
else?
us?
Wow.
How do you hit the ball? Here. How do you hit the ball? Do you hit it hard or you shut up? Come. Real quick, and then you gotta go. Come.
That's great.
All right, so show them how you hit the ball. Ooh.
Woo.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
All right, you say bye-bye?
Bye.
It
Bye.
was nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's Amari, the young sound healer in training.
Yes.
I love it. A family
Oh,
business. That's
sweet.
wonderful.
For sure.
That's
Oh,
wonderful.
I love
That's
it.
great.
Somebody was asking a question, and then we had a visitor.
How do you know, like, what's a good authentic one as opposed to just, one in a store?
So there's three levels of sound bowls, right? The cheapest or entry level ones being the crystal ones because those are made from a man-made material. Those were invented in around, I think around 1985, so they're only 40 years old. They're
Oh.
fairly new. Um, and then the middle level you have is a metal bowl that would be made by machine. And you can
Yes.
tell it's made by a machine because it looks so perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, I know. Mine has that little ohm symbol in it. And all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
so
perfect.
it's very perfect. There's no dents or dings in it.
Yes.
And then the original, the highest and most expensive ones are the hand hammered
Mm.
bowls. They have 7 different metals to make an alloy. And
Mm.
the guy that made my set, they're from Nepal. And
Oh.
he
Yep.
sent me a video, and there were 4 workers. One had like those big metal clamps that you forge things with. So
So you watched it be built?
yeah, so it was awesome.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
He reached in the fire with those clamps,
Mm.
placed it on like a cinder block, a raw cinder block, and there's three other guys with hammers just taking
Oh,
turns
my
hitting
God.
the bowl.
wow.
you
He's
watched your
spinning it.
baby be born.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
That's amazing,
it was
right?
so amazing.
Wow.
And then he added my logo on
I
everything.
was just gonna say, I see your logo.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so I love these
Beautiful.
bowls. I love these bowls.
Oh, my God, they're
Wow.
beautiful.
That's
God willing, I'm gonna keep
incredible.
those until I die.
Yep.
Well,
Wow.
they're made for you, and now they have all your energy.
For
I don't think
sure.
anyone else can play them.
Yes.
Oh,
Not as
that's
well
a
as you,
good-
anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
That you just triggered a thought, Grace. How do you clear the energy in the bowls? Like,
I use sage. I use white candles.
okay.
Okay.
Those are my main go-tos. And then I also like if there's a full moon, I'll we put our crystals and
Yes.
Yep, he's
outside.
got his wife to help him with all the clearing
Oh, yeah.
crystals.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But a nice white candle, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, some intentional thoughts,
Mhm.
words over them, and
So talking about the moon, you made me think of another question. So do you participate in the moon cycles? And are there different bowls that are more relevant during, the full moon?
Not different bowls, but it's just about the time of like I'm intentional about new moon and full moons
Yeah.
to
Yes.
even if it's a 5-minute session or even if I
Yes.
just play a quick chord just to take that moment to be intentional, to be grateful, to set intention for the next cycle, right?
You said there's not specific bowls for the moon cycles, but you're just drawn to a particular bowl to bring out during full or new.
So I'll play my whole set.
Oh,
And
okay.
just kind of what you experienced. I just want to rebalance
Oh,
everything
okay.
and move forward through the next cycle with intention and balance and ready
like it.
for whatever's to come.
Yes.
So are you outside under the moon doing this?
Some nights it depends. If everybody in my house goes to bed early, then I'm outside. I bring the bowls and I'm outside.
And do you have your neighbors come out and join you?
No, I don't. My neighbors are all asleep. Like their houses are dark by 10 p.m. So
Because if I heard that, I'd be running out right next to you and laying under the stars and the moon.
I actually bring them to the water. So if my house is asleep,
Oh my God,
I go to the water by myself every single night, and
Nice.
that's how I recharge. And
I was just gonna say, I bet the water charges them.
absolutely, that's my
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
and
amazing.
I've had people just come up and sit with me in silence for the whole time I'm playing my bowls and
Wow.
say that
I
was so
believe it.
beautiful.
What a
Thank you.
gift.
So
Oh.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Wow.
Well,
So,
Zakieem, I can't
next
thank
time
you
I'm
enough
in New York
for
I'm
being
coming.
our guest
Oh,
tonight.
where are you?
I enjoyed it
I'm
immensely.
in Florida,
Oh, no wonder you're so tan.
but I'm by the water.
You're by the water, yeah?
Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time you're in New York, please gather the squad and come through.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Absolutely.
She visits quite often, so I think
Yeah.
that'll be sooner
I'm
than
gonna actually
later.
be there in October. So
Nice.
Okay.
I'm having another event in October. Pretty much, I'm gonna do a monthly event at least.
Oh, when is the? Oh, so before we close, tell us what's coming down the pike.
Yeah.
yeah,
How people can
Sure.
reach out
touch base with
and
me.
follow you.
Sure. So, going forward in Nyack, New York, I'll be holding at least monthly, depending on how the outcome is, at least monthly sound baths in Nyack.
Okay.
I
Love
also have a few library and school events going on before November, right before Thanksgiving. And if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Collier Luxury, you can see all my events there. That's where I do most of the promoting, and I'm quick to answer. So if you hit me up on there, that's the best way to get in contact. You can also visit my website www.collierluxury.com. And I also post things on there as well. But if you have Instagram, you know everything I have going on. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll be following. We'll be looking forward to
I'm
the next
following
event
you.
that we can all
Absolutely.
participate in.
This is
Good.
wonderful.
But thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And one more time, I have to say thank you so much. It's very special to me that you ladies put your energy together to do something beautiful like this, right?
Thank
Something
you.
love and you're passionate about, and it shows.
Yes, thank you.
You chose me to be your first guest. That's so special. I don't take that for granted, and I'm grateful for the three of you.
Ah,
And we're grateful that you joined us.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Such
you.
a pleasure.
Thank
But
you.
before we say goodnight, we always remind each other and our audience out there that before we speak in the world, is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And think about it. Until next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Uh-huh.